ancient eggshells can determine the body temperature of dinosaurs, and scientists watch molecules colliding in zero gravity. This is Science Wrap. Hi and welcome back to Science Wrap, the show where we feed you the tastiest new bits of research from the world of science, all wrapped up in an easy to digest package. My name's Miriam, PhD and science lover. This week in the journal Nature Communications, a team of scientists have used fossilized eggshells to determine the body temperature of Cretaceous dinosaurs. The theory here is, because eggs come out of reptiles, dinosaurs or birds' butts, they can trap carbon dioxide produced during digestion in their shells. The level of this carbon dioxide is then correlated to the body temperature of that particular animal. The technical term for all of this is clumped isotope analysis. You can also get tons of other information from the eggshells, like what environment the animal lived in or what it ate. Scientists looked at two groups of dinosaur eggshells. The first was oviraptorid, a small bird-like dinosaur group with no teeth and sometimes elaborate crests. The other was titanosaurid, massive dinosaurs with long necks and tails and very small heads. They found that titanosaurid dinosaurs probably had body temperatures similar to modern birds and mammals, meaning they could maintain a high body temperature by making and regulating heat internally. Oviraptorid dinosaurs, on the other hand, had much lower body temperatures, but these temperatures were still higher than modern reptiles. This meant their body temperature was largely determined by the environment, but they could raise or lower the body temperature through certain behaviors like basking in the sun. Why go to all the effort of finding the temperature of dinosaur butts? This study shows that the ability of birds to regulate their body temperature is a fairly modern adaptation that wasn't present in the last known group of bird-like dinosaurs. The other science news I have for you this week comes from the American Journal of Physics. They published a paper describing a method of observing water droplets colliding in midair under zero gravity. The method basically is you shoot streams of either water or oil at each other and film it under super slow motion. You can then watch how the shape of the droplets change as they collide, kind of like this. Because oil is quite viscous or thick, when the droplets collide, they squeeze outward while holding their shape and form a thin bridge between the two drops. In contrast, water is not very viscous, so when the droplets collide, they kind of ripple at the edges. And instead of getting a thin bridge, you get what's called water pulses between the two drops. So apart from being totally fun, this experiment does actually have quite a good physics application. Believe it or not, galaxies behave in really similar ways to water when they collide. The gravitational energy of galaxies makes them viscous, so we can learn how galactic systems behave without the potentially devastating consequences of actually smashing two galaxies together. So that's a wrap on some of the science news from this week. Check out some bonus sciencey goodness in the down bar. And if you missed last week's video all about the Nobel Prizes, I've put a link to that in there too. Feel free to subscribe to stay up to date.